indeed have quite enough armor, much less than avatars and mammoth tanks, but still they are very powerful because they are tier 3 walkers. Meanwhile, as you can see, Tonto is in a bit of trouble. Oh, I want to see this avatar trying to crush those things, and it tried, yeah. I don't know nothing more than that, okay? Meanwhile, oh, this is a lot of Storm Riders. I don't like Storm Riders, even though I am a heavy Scream player. I don't like them because you simply, all you have to do is to hide from your opponents, spam them to the max, and then win the game. That's the recipe for it. I mean, once you get a huge amount of them and people forget about you and do not scout you, which happens in big games like 3v3s, then you simply win a game with no problem. And that's exactly what Xerix did, so he is smart. And, well, he got scared off by the people. Seems like he does not want to engage when he's not totally sure he could win. And that is a lot of missile squads. Seems like really Team 2 is afraid of those Storm Riders right now, as they are making mostly or maybe only those anti-air defenses. And it seems like I missed the... Never mind, I thought I missed the MC destruction, but sorry, I'm failing with this videocast by saying when I really should not. I remember when I was starting videocast, I was doing this all the time, but I was aware that I'm a noob and I have to train. Then I did train and I was never doing this mistake, and now I am under the impression that I'm so cool, I no longer have to look for it, and I'm making this mistake once again, so I have to learn not doing this all over again from the start. That's because that's a mistake really common in non-native speakers, unfortunately. Meanwhile, as you can see, there's a nice battle with pitbulls between Oxa and what was he? Hokla? Hokla, yes, I believe he was Hokla. And Hokla actually got some sniper teams. I have no idea why he went for sniper teams, because I do not see any infantry anywhere on the map. But yeah, I thought that there's something else going on. But it seems like now when most of the Tiberian is dried out, people are going to focus on this Tiberian field, and it is under the control of Oxa. He's got a lot of friendly tier 3 base defenses over here coming from the south. So this entrance is really under the danger, but I do believe that units can sneak in, going, you know, this way, and avoiding the heavy firepower from those defenses. But even though I do believe that most of the damage is going to go from the north, and I'm really surprised that nobody took care of the middle. I mean, really, those artillery positions can really deal a lot of damage to every single unit. Have ever tried to capture one of those and use it in a fight? They are really effective, and I mean it. They can deal a lot of damage. Also, the MP center, heavy underused, one of the most powerful assets you can have on the battlefield. Seriously, I was having a battle just for fun when I was totally not taking seriously, and when I realized that I still want to win, then I simply used my EMP and it allowed me to win from a lost situation. EMP is a very powerful ability, and you have to remember to use it. Now well, okay, I understand why those trappers are turning back even with phase field on. They are afraid that heavy firepower can bring them down, and if the phase field would turn off right over here, then they would be really in a bad position. Meanwhile, come on, stop shooting everything, because I can't make any difference from this and anything else. Now finally somebody realized, Oxa, that he's got to use his Devastator Warfare, as he is not doing so. And really, most of the battle is focusing around getting control over this Tiberian field, but Team 2 is not doing it well. They're trying to harass, but not too hard. They're not trying to expand, and they really should do better if they want to win this game, because this Tiberian field is right now crucial to their plans. Because while Team 2 did manage to take the Tiberian from both secure expansions, it might just not be enough to win. And as you can see, Team 1 also got a little bit of Tiberian from secure expansions, and also did take entire Tiberian from the unsecure expansions. So this is going to give them a heavy advantage. Meanwhile, Xerix is going in with his huge storm of Storm Riders. Oh man, this cloud of Storm Riders is really annihilating every single asset on the battlefield. Look at it, even the structures are no match against it. I do not mean that they are weak against structures. They are pretty much equally effective against everything, because the damage type is rocket, and rocket is same effective against all kind of stuff. So as you can see, I know that this doesn't look like rocket, but that's the type of damage it does. It's not the actual look. You can make the look whatever you want as a developer. All it counts is the type of damage. At least in CNC, because I'm extremely pretty sure that in StarCraft it is entirely different. I have never seen there something like that, because their system is more complicated. Anyway, as you can see, and that's a compliment, as you can see, those Storm Raiders have no trouble whatsoever to take down those Juggernauts. And yes, I do still adore CNC. Sorry for making those spoilers, I just felt I have to clarify. And now then, annihilating the husks in order to make sure that the enemy cannot repair those Juggernauts. However, they had to pay a lot of... Xerix had to lose a lot of those Storm Raiders in order to kill the husks. I'm not sure if it would not be better to just use the buzzers, as they are as good as killing husks Storm Raiders, and losing the buzzer is clearly not as a trouble at all compared to losing a Storm Raider. Meanwhile, oh, there we go, Oxa finally getting to tier 3 and using the base defense that actually has a range to the Juggernaut, but it only managed to fire twice before dying. Yeah, only twice. It destroyed a lot of pit bulls and damaged the Juggernaut, but if it does not have any meat shield, the Sonic emitters is really much weaker than anything else, and it does a small amount of damage, let's face it. And it has to be microed as well. I do not say it's bad, it's a very powerful base defense. In my opinion, it's even better than anything else. Maybe except the obelisk on Red Zone Rampage when they are powered up, because that's when they shine and they deal a massive amount of damage with a huge area of effect, a huge range. I mean, oh my, is it just me, or is it the worst VoD cast I have ever made? Okay, it doesn't matter actually. I'm simply very happy that there's no lag whatsoever this time, and this keeps me going, really. Meanwhile, Firehawks! Yeah, I see a Firehawk! Wow, that's it. I definitely heavily vote for just for fun to win this game and totally humiliate his opponents if he's going to use that Firehawk, unless he just wanted them to take some fresh air and fly in circles, because that's cool. Well, I like flying in circles as well when I'm piloting, but let's face it, I do believe that fighting the enemy is much more exciting. Maybe a bit risky, maybe you can die, but who cares? Anyway, is there anything going on? Well, wow, there are some stealth tanks, a great unit in the late game. However, not so great against pit bulls, because as you know, pit bulls have stealth detection, and even though those stealth tanks raped those pit bulls, then still pit bulls did allow Oxa to know that there are stealth tanks on the battlefield, and he will be able to counter them. However, before that happens, those stealth tanks are going to pick up a lot of harvests, and this really needed to be microed a little bit better. But from the other side, it's a little bit hard to do when you have to micro such a huge cloud of Storm Riders, and that's another reason why Flapper has gone for stealth tanks. They excel at taking down big clusters of air units, and they also can hide whenever they want, because Storm Riders do not have any stealth detection abilities. The only flag air unit that have stealth detection ability is Orca, and this is actually a spell, not ability that you have all the time, and Planetary Assault Carrier, but this is the only tier 4 unit in the game. So, Firehawks firing! Yeah! Deal some damage! How could you destroy him? Oh my! I hate you, Xerix! How dare you to take down the Firehawks? You should have put non-fire stance and let those Firehawks murder